What's going on, guys? Travis with Road Alliance Customs, and today we're working on the 37, getting the body swapped over to the new frame, and starting a little bit of rest repair on the cowl. Alright, got the new chassis back here. Now we're going to swap this one out. Hopefully nice and easy, nobody falls. Wow, okay guys, so here is the body on the new frame. I thought I hit play when we transferred the body from the old chassis to the new one, but I did not. Sorry, that would have been kind of good, because when we're tripping over the frame and stuff, it's probably a good laugh. But it's on here, and man does this look good. Looks so much better low on this frame like this. It's almost the same height as my coupe. That's gonna change, but man, that quarter panel got kind of popped out as we were moving stuff and flexing. It only gets nailed to the B pillar, so that's an easy fix. After I take the clamps and stuff off the doors, I can fix that easy. Yeah, as you saw, this thing's pretty much already turnkey. This is all set up for me. This is the frame it's sitting on, so I can build off of this, and I won't have to worry about the other one. That one's already been taken away. Yeah, we're excited. It's exciting stuff, man. All right, so as you saw, I got all the excess floor that was attached, that was brazed to this foot here. I got all the rusted crap that was underneath both of them, and I just threw a carriage bolt through the mounting hole. So now this foot is where it needs to be. It's not going anywhere. That's good, because I don't have to repair this. So that let's mount this where it belongs. It's the only thing that we have to work off of, so that's there. Now I think I'm going to take the door off to fix the cowl, because this piece wraps around the A-pillar, kind of forms the A-pillar. There's not really an A-pillar structure in there. It's a mix of this and the foot. So I'm going to take that off. This is obviously, like I said before, it's a standalone unit. It's kind of just hack. So that comes with the door. I don't need to pull this pin out yet. I can do that on the bench. But this one is the one I really need to pull out. Tim's nice enough to let me borrow this. Bob Drake pin pusher. See what happens. Put some heat on it with my little torch. And if that doesn't break it, I'll have to wait. I think, yeah, I'm gonna take the other pin out. I want to put it on the bench so it's easier to work on. Then I will start marking this thing out to get cut. I'm probably cutting it right there through the center of this little section here. We take that pin out, and then I will start measuring for this, then drilling some spot welds out. Yeah, also gotta take those rivets out, grind that chunky weld right there, just because I don't want to cut any of the cowl out. I want to keep the cowl intact. I gotta weld up those cracks on the cowl and then start replacing. Every time I work on this 37, there's a pile of rust on the ground. Pile of rust over here. Pile of rust. Pile of rust. I want to get to the point where I work on this thing and it's still clean on the ground. That day's far away. Alright, so I'm going to start replacing all this. First, I think I'm going to cut this pretty much totally out. Cut down here to take this section just out, so it'll still sit on the foot, but I can wrap my my patch panel around this stuff without this getting in the way. Right much here. So, like I said, it's probably going to cut here, up through all this, over here, and out here. Just cut this all away. Alright, so these patches have a flange if you want to overlap, spot weld, fill with Bondo. I don't do that, so I'm going to cut right below that flange and we'll butt weld it. So let me cut this off, deburr it, and then we'll be able to kind of line it up better. Alright, so I cut this block, put a little groove in it, so I can put that here to hold up the cowl if I can pick it up. Right, now that that's up in the air, let me cut the rest off. This patch panel doesn't fit, and I'm not really surprised. The width from here to here is too small. I'm thinking cutting it, because these lines have to line up, and so does the back over here for the door jamb and everything. So I think I'm going to cut it down right down here, right after this joggle. So there's just minimal welding, and this part's almost flat, so I should be able to make it work. Got the inside, the outside clean. I've got this front section clean here. I'm going to put this where it belongs and then mark where my little clecos are going to go. Cleco it up and then do the same thing with the tiny piece here. And then I will get my piece, my filler piece for the middle where I had to cut it, so I can tack it in place, take it off, finish weld it, planish it smooth, and then fully weld it as one piece up to here. I think it's just going to work out better that way, instead of welding this piece on, welding the other piece, and then welding the filler piece. I'll just make it one piece and then weld it on. I got this side clecoed up, the two halves, There's my little gap I gotta fill in the middle here. Wouldn't be too bad. Just kind of annoying that this had to be split, but you know, it is what it is. I also found that this edge needs to be broken for the, this edge here. Might have to do something a little funky here because this edge is not gonna wanna break with this impression here. So I'll have to figure something out. Alright, back on. I bent this flange over. Just gotta kind of tweak it into place. It's looking good. The lines flow pretty good once everything kind of gets shuffled into place. I just need to weld up this cowl. A crack right here is a crack up here, and the piece that's missing from here I need to weld back on. Somewhere about there. Once I weld it, I'm going to weld this up quick, and then I'll start tacking this together. I'll planish it quick, make sure everything's lined up, and then fully weld it. Then I can throw the foot on. Alright, put a few tacks around the corner here, a couple fusion welds here, a couple tacks. I'm going to use the JRM planishing hammer here. It's the first time I'm using it on a body panel, so we'll see how it goes. This here, it shrunk pretty good here. I want to see if I can't planish that flat again before I weld it. Let's get after it and see if I can handle it. Alright, so that pre-planish before I weld came out pretty good. Caps are pretty tight. You can probably see a reflection. So now I'm going to fully weld the seam here. Actually, I might do this one first. This ain't going to warp or anything. There's too many bends, too much structure here. So I'm going to do this first, and then I'll come from this side because I'm more comfortable welding this way. So I'll do that and try to put the least amount of filler as I have to. Should be able to get this looking pretty good. Alrighty. Kind of just hit that quick with the planishing hammer, kind of flatten it out. I want to just get as much done as I can. Okay, so kind of at a standstill for the 37. I thought I could just weld the feet in, have it sit down, be all hunky-dory. But I really want to make sure the door gaps are perfect before I weld the foot on and I mess something up. So I gotta wait until we get new hinge pins and the screws for this. Also, right now it's just kind of sheet metal at the bottom hinge, and I don't want to put just a nut and a bolt. That doesn't seem right to me. I looked online, I couldn't find anything. I don't know if you guys know what's on the backside of a 37 sedan delivery, or pretty much any 37, behind the A-pillar that these hinges screw into. I don't think they're just nuts, because this was kind of, as you saw, pretty haggard. So they just had regular nuts into that weird bracket thing I had. So right now I'm just going to take some 3/16, maybe 1/4 inch plate. I'm going to transfer punch onto this, drill and tap. Well, I can't even do that because I don't know what thread the bolts are. Well, I guess we're at a standstill. I can't do anything. Got him. I guess I can't do anything. This happens too many times. It's just you never know what you're gonna encounter. Kind of sucks, but this is why jobs take forever. Little things like this. You're going and, oh, I need hinge pins and hinge screws. You gotta wait a week. Is what it is. So, yeah, I'll wait. Maybe tomorrow I get to work on my own car. Who knows? Alright, so on that note, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos. Can't appreciate it enough. So, I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully we can get some more done.